Who is Jade Green and what do you do?
Awesome. You can probably see one of my boards in the background, and it's got the logo on it, the Barrels and Business logo on it. My skateboard's also logoed up, and so is the van. So the amazing thing about that is tax deduction, mobile advertising everywhere for the podcast.
I love it.
It just gave me that permission to show up and be myself and add that element of who I am as a human, which I work in with my clientele about how can they bring more of them to what they do.
How tight is the employment market right now?
The best talent in the market always has an option and always has a job. So if you want the industry's best and you want to build an epic team, it's always tight and you always need to be in front of the game.
The days of hiring great talent by putting an ad up on Seek and crossing your fingers that you're going to get a heap of good applications, they're probably done, right?
That was a very, very long time ago. And just to preface this conversation as well, Samantha, when I was in headhunting and recruitment for those 13 years, I specialized in sales and executive. This has never been the case where you can just put up an ad and get the very best people. You might get a lot of applicants, but then you'd have to ask yourself, why are they on Seek?
If you were using Seek, what approach would you take?
So a couple of things. Don't follow the template that Seek gives you because everybody does. Yeah. So the very first thing is you want to think about exactly the way you acquire a lead is how you want to acquire your talent. So you want to create a customer journey, a candidate journey.
On your website, you talk about hiring heroes.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me a little bit about, what hiring heroes is all about.
I want a team of heroes behind me because I don't want a team of duds. I want a team that are geniuses in their own right and they step into their genius. They're not comparison to everyone else and we're working towards something together.
What are some other good questions you might ask the person when you meet them?
If I was to ask your best friend to tell me what your number one weakness is, what would your best friend say?
Leaders, when they're recruiting people, obviously they'll go and check Facebook and see if there's any sort of late night photos of drunken parties and things like that. But I think what they don't realise is that it's happening the other way around as well.
Yeah. And this is where the ego comes in, right? They also still think that they're the employer and they pay money. And so people should be grateful and they have to jump through all of these hoops. And, it's all about us. No, you have to flip that around.